Hey y'all, it's your girl Lisa, and it is Friday. It is early afternoon, and we are going to talk about karma today. Everybody hearing this in the replay, hey y'all, make sure I hit that like button when y'all come in. And if you hear a little chewing in the background, that's your girl. I am. Is it not on there? Oh, hey y'all. So as you can see by the title, we're talking about karma today. We're talking about what you give, you get back. We're going to start with content creators because it's not just on YouTube. On any social media platform, you're responsible for the content that you create, content you put out, and the backlash that has to do with it. Now, a lot of us don't think about karma. We don't think about the what you put out comes back. We think with the First Amendment, we can say whatever we want. It's covered. You can say what you want, freedom of speech and all that, and that there are no consequences to your actions. That's not correct. I'm not. So we're not gonna get into the Will Smith thing and the comedian thing. That's not what I'm talking about. That's not karma. That's consequences. People don't understand there's a difference between karma and consequences. If you do something specifically, there's an equal and opposite reaction. That's a consequence to what you did. However, if you're a little shady, if you present yourself as one way, but that's not the person that you are, if you use people, know that eventually it will come back on you. And that's karma. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Leilani. Hey, ATL. Marguerite, how y'all doing? Hey, y'all. All right. All right. She changing. Okay. So, turn me down a little bit, babe. Um, Karma is a bitch. It doesn't know. It won't. You never know when it's going to come and get you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if what you're doing, you don't think you're doing anything. That's where karma comes into play. When you say something, if you walk up to somebody and you say FUB, you know that your words could get somebody to respond in kind, either physical or verbal. That's a consequence of your actions. If you always have something, if you always treat your friends just a little less, if you always expect just a little more for you not doing anything, if you make yourself bigger than what you actually are, that's when karma comes into play. That's when karma shows you that you're not quite as big as you think you are, that you're in no place to be ugly or have something to say about somebody. That's where karma comes into play. Now let's talk about content creators. You have that were some people that all they wanted was to be on the internet. All they wanted was to be famous. All they wanted was to be a celebrity. So they worked at it. They kept going. They found their niche. They found out what people want to look at. They kept going. They helped people. Once they got on, because they knew how hard it was getting on, they helped people. They didn't ask for payment. They didn't ask for anything. They wanted you to get on because they got on. But then you got others that this internet thing was thrust upon them. Maybe a video went viral. Maybe they got caught up in something that became popular. Maybe they made a little dance that everybody's doing now because it's cute. So this wasn't necessarily something you wanted. This wasn't even something you might have been good at, but it was thrust upon you. So you feel entitled to that celebrity status, even though you technically didn't have to work for it. So you treat people in all kind of way. When somebody asks you, "Hey, can I get a little help with this situation?" Well, I didn't. I had to learn it on my own. Here, this is where you go to look at it. Do you have any suggestions? I charge by the hour, so if you just hit me in my DMs, I'll let you know when I got time for you. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. Hey, Spice, sorry. Wait a minute. All right. So instead of sharing the wealth, instead of realizing that there is enough internet for everybody, there's enough fame for everybody, there's enough internet money for everybody. Instead of that, you treat the people that your contemporaries, the people that are with you, coming up with you, a little bit lower than you, bigger than you don't treat them the right way. But you don't think you're doing nothing wrong. So there can't be consequences. Because if you don't think you're doing nothing wrong, if somebody were to do something back to you, you would play the victim. So karma comes in and says, "Hey, let me show you where you actually are, not where you think you are." When people get on, social media, bragging about this house that they just bought and how many rooms it has and the furniture gonna get, and then 6 months later, you see where they're 6 months behind on the rent. There's karma for you. When you get on here talking about how great your marriage is and how wonderful everything is going and how where relationship goes and da 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 da, and 6 months from now, there's a video of him/her coming out the club with another person. There's karma. I firmly believe in what you give out is what you get back. Now, I'm not about to sit up here and lie and say I done gave out good all the time, because I haven't. I'm kind of mean and I don't like people. And karma has got me in so many ways. But I also put out good. But see, I can recognize that I have done shit sometimes. And that, I mean, I'm human. I'm a person. I don't like everybody. Everybody don't like me. And I can be petty. And that's the problem. We don't recognize the faults, and we don't recognize our own humanity. We don't recognize what's in us. We got to recognize our good just as much as we recognize our good. We can't keep talking about this great person we are and how awesome we are without recognizing that sometimes we do shit stuff. And I think that's one way to combat karma, is recognizing that sometimes we do messed up stuff too. But our good stuff outweighs our bad stuff. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is 100% awesome. It's just not. You know? But it's those that don't recognize that they're petty. It's those that don't recognize that the stuff they're doing ain't cool. It's when you have no self-actualization. It's when you don't see yourself for the person you are. You see who you want to be. And sometimes those two things aren't the same. I know that's right. I don't get revenge against anyone who has done me wrong. I let karma take care of them. That's right, Miss Tells the truth. Now, I haven't always been that way. And I used to hate when people would tell me, people used to always tell me when I was younger, oh, just don't do nothing. They'll get theirs in the end. I'm like, but I'm getting mine right now. Why can't they get it right now? So I didn't understand that when I was growing up. So that's why, like I said, I haven't always been I haven't always been sage and incense. Sometimes I've been Newport and 40. So I'm just telling the truth. I ain't always been kumbaya and karma. Sometimes I've been cuss a bitch out and cut her. So it is what it is. But I recognize that in myself. I recognize that I have faults. I have a lot of faults. And I'm not 100% on everything. But what gets me is when people don't see that. You know what I'm saying? And when they act like everything is 100 and they are going through the best parts of their life and they are everything is great and it's all because of this hard work they doing and it's all but it's not. Not when not when you have to ask somebody for help but don't recognize the person you ask. Not when you use somebody else's content as your own and don't give that person recognition. Not when you use the tragedies of others as content for yourself. It's just not content creators. It's anybody who uses people and then doesn't understand that has consequences. Either karmic consequences or reality. And understand that karma doesn't always touch you. It could touch somebody you love. And that's the problem. That's the thing about it. That's the thing about karma. Karma doesn't always touch you. Karma doesn't always get you back for what you did. Karma can get your kids. Karma can get your spouse. Karma can get a friend. It don't always come back on you. Oh, let me look at the chat. Let me look at the chat. Hey, Miss Quentin Clam. It doesn't always get you. It could get somebody else. So what do we do about it? We recognize our flaws. We recognize our faults. We don't try to be more than we are. We don't try to be bigger and badder. We don't try to have all this stuff. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. I don't have to get on the internet and say I got nothing. Because some days I ain't got it. Some days I don't have it. Some days I don't have the hair. Some days I don't have the face. Some days I just don't have the mental stability. I am not 100% all the time. Some days I'm barely 10. But that's the thing. You got to recognize the humanity in yourself. I think the internet has made people addicted to attention. And it doesn't matter the attention. It doesn't matter where it comes from or what kind it is. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. They become addicted to the fame, the attention, and they want it so badly that nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. I want people to like me. I want people to look up to me. I want people to see me as the standard that they should live their lives by. I learn when I see people boasting and bragging about what they have or who they are, with most times it's not good as they're bragging about. No, because let me tell you something. Okay, let's look at it this way. You ever notice when people are talking about being rich or money, having money, they always show you the rich versus the wealthy. Rich people have the Rich people do the flashy cars, the flashy house, the big jewelry, the expensive this, and the third. And they're always talking about what they got. They're always on the internet holding up money phones and uh, flexing like they just got out of their private jet or their helicopter. Excuse me, y'all. My bad. Wealthy people, on the other hand, you don't know what they have. Bill Gates. Bill Gates could walk by you right now and you would not pay him any attention. Now, I'm not talking about the billionaire celebrities who their job is to be in the limelight. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who will never, whose generations will never have to worry about money. That's what I'm talking about. They don't flash it, they don't talk about it. It just is what it is. They just have what they have. That's the thing about it. Yes, you flashing all this money, but you 6 months behind on your mortgage. You flashing all this money, but you lease your cars. You flashing all this money, but your jewelry is not from Jacob the jeweler. It's from JoJo down the street. And none of that matters. What matters is, yes, that's true. I always say that I wish I was wealthy. I wish I had money. I wish we didn't have to worry about it. I wish we could just go and do what we wanted to do without having to ask how much this is or how much that is. But that's not our reality. That's not the majority of the world's reality. The majority of the people in the world have to ask, how much is it? Have to save up for it, have to budget for it. So I'm in good company when I have to ask, how much is it? Oh, okay. But I don't have to lie about that. It ain't that serious. What is you thinking that I have this extravagant lifestyle going to do for me? What is it going to do for me? Which bill is your thoughts of me going to pay? Which purse is your thoughts of me going to purchase? Which dog food bag is your thoughts of me going to buy? None. Hello, Rania. None. I look at a lot of the people who we look at, who people look at as goals, or what's the word I'm looking for, baby? To look up to, not heroes, but I guess people to look up to. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Because I thought it was a word, but right now that word is just it's running from my brain. Admire. Thank you. The people we look up to admire. What are we admiring about that person? What are we admiring about that person? Are we admiring the good things that they do for the community? Are we admiring how they treat their kids and their family? Are we admiring their sense of humor? Why are you admiring the car that they drive and the house that they live in and the jewelry that they wear? You can have that too if you did what they did. That's what the thought process comes to your mind. But is it? But can you? If you look at somebody playing football and say that could be me, can you play football? You look at singers. That should be me. Can you sing? Can you carry a tune? Oh wow, you look at all these influencers going to all these places and getting all this stuff and having all this recognition. Oh, why can't I do that? Well, why don't you do that? You don't need to look up to them to do that. If that's what you really want, if being independently wealthy and or being famous or being getting attention is what you want, do it. The internet is there for everybody. Every day I pop up, it pops up a new person that's famous for something. I just think I'm old, and I just think this is more for the young people because they always look like they're 12 years old. So, goodbye. Excuse me. I'm being attacked by a dog. Oh yeah, trolls. They trolls have instant karma. Trolls don't even have the ability to be themselves. Trolls can't be themselves. Trolls have to hide behind. Trolls have to hide behind a video, a computer monitor, and a keyboard. They can't they can't show their face. They can't be 100% themselves because they spend so much time downing and dissing other people. But I would love to like ask a troll, I mean a for real troll, what has it ever done for them? What does coming into somebody's comment section talking about their physicality or their content negatively, what have you ever gotten from that? I don't understand trolling because I don't look at anything I don't want to watch. And if I do want to watch you, that means I don't want to say nothing negative to you. So that's how I don't understand trolling. I don't understand attacking other people because you're unhappy. Because trolls have got to be unhappy. Trolls have got to be miserable because they don't have the backbone to say something to somebody's face. That's number one. They don't really have anything to say. That's why they either make up shit or attack you personally. But even then, you can't do it. You don't do it with your whole chest. You don't cover the ground you walk on. How small and simple must you be? If you don't like somebody and you want to let them know you don't like them, let them know who you are. If you scary, then don't do it. I mean, if you scary, don't do it. If you so scary that you can't be who you are when you talk about somebody, then clearly you supposed to be quiet. When we first got on here, trolls was like, "You're an abomination. All you need is a good man. You're fat." What else they said? Why are you with her? Why are you with her? Well, hell, why are you on here worrying about it? Why are you worrying about it? Okay. The chewing is French fries, y'all. Well, I mean, think about it. To me, Karma's already got trolls because trolls have to sit up there and they have to have a whole bunch of fake accounts. You got to have a whole bunch of personalities, a whole bunch of different identities that are not your own. But I'm thinking that maybe because of that, I think that that goes along with not just trolls, but anybody who's like that because they're not happy with themselves. So to be happy with themselves, they have to put other people down. But I don't understand how that works because there's not a person in this world that can, that by me hurting their feelings or by me making them feel small and insignificant, will that help me at all? Me sitting up there trolling somebody is not going to drop 1 pound off my fat ass. Me trolling somebody is not going to take one gray hair out of my head. It's just not going to happen. Me trolling somebody is not going to put one step in front of the other. So I don't understand why you do it. It's not going to put $1 in my pocket. It's not going to do anything. But then I don't understand how how people can forget quickly. I don't understand how people can use somebody else to help build themselves up and then quickly forget that they had to use somebody else to help build them up. I don't know. I heard a boop. What's that mean? Oh, did you? I heard a boop. Did you want to come on? Oh. Damn. Wow, that's all the things people say. I'm quick to defend my gay family members, and I have a trans cousin, and she knows I got her back. Yeah, I mean, when we first got on here, baby, it was always somebody in the comments, or always somebody coming on talking about gay this, gay that, this, and the third. At the end of the day, what does my sexuality, what does who I sleep with have to do with you? I don't, I, I don't know. But I mean, I don't care. See, I'm secure. See, I'm secure in my relationship. I'm secure in my sexuality. There are a lot of things I'm not in. There's a lot of things that I'm insecure about. I'm human. I'm a woman, and I have insecurities. I have physical, personal insecurities that are mine. That I may not show them, but they're there. But things like my relationship, my sexuality, who I am as a person, I'm not insecure with me. I'm not insecure in my relationship. I'm not insecure in my sexuality. I am what I am. At one point, the beginning of my life, I dated men. I was never happy, but I did what I was supposed to do. And I even fell in love a couple times. I have an amazingly gorgeous son out of that situation. However, how I wish to end my life, how I wish to live the rest of my life, I wish to live the rest of it happy in my relationships. I was never truly happy. And that was because I wasn't being me. And there's the thing. The end goal in all of this, the end goal in living is happiness. It's got to be. At least that's that way for me. If I am truly happy with $20, then I'm gonna be truly happy with $20, and I'm not gonna fault your 200. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna look at your happiness. I'm not gonna look at your success. I'm not gonna look at what you got going on good and say, well, that's messed up. Why they doing it? Why it can't be me? Because you'll never be happy then. And when karma comes back, you'll play the victim and be like, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? It was a lot of little things. I was talking the other day, and we always recognize the huge things that happen, but it's the little teeny tiny things that destroy us. It's the little teeny tiny things that build us up. It's not the great grand gestures of love and affection. It's the little hand holding. It's the little cute things that they do. It's not it's not the slap heard around the world. It's the little bitty things that broke him down to get him to that slap. See, it's the little bitty things that make us or break us. So I'm cool with me. And anybody else who gets and achieves what they want, I'm happy with that. I'm genuinely happy when somebody gets the stuff that they want, when somebody does the things that they want to do. I don't look at them and go, oh, why wasn't it me? Because what's meant for them ain't meant for me. I'm not gonna sit up there and make a video about how look at all that. Why they deserve that? What does that mean? How does that work? I wish somebody could tell me how that works. I don't know. Hey James, thank you. Did I say hey to Magdalene? I don't remember, but hey Magdalene. Hey Karen Woods. Hey y'all. I wish somebody could explain the dynamics of what's the word I'm looking for? Of trolls and people who don't understand that what goes on in my life doesn't affect your life. You don't have to flush your toilet when I shit. That's all. That's the best analogy I can get. When something go on in my house, you ain't gotta open your refrigerator when I'm cooking my dinner. You don't have to take out your wallet when I'm buying what I want. I wish that we would learn how to help each other out more so than learning than being proficient and being excellent at tearing each other down. You got content creators on this app, TikTok, Instagram, Snap. Do they still Snapchat? Well, I'll be damn. Twitter, who give you this amazing lifestyle. They give you all this advice on how to be this, and the third. But if you ask them a genuine help, they tell you their price scale. They show you this beautiful house, this beautiful car, and give you all these images of success that you sit there and wistfully think that, oh, look at all they got. When in reality, they got somebody else's house, the dealership's car, the bank's house, and they're using somebody else's jewelry to show you just how amazing they are. Influencers will take pictures from books and they become so proficient at Photoshop, that should be their job. People become so good at Photoshop trying to make their life something it's not that they actually learn a skill. Think about it. You had this, I was watching something, and this one woman, her entire channel was travel and how she went to all these amazing places and did all these amazing things and had all these amazing adventures, right? Come to find out, she was doing all that beauty thing, all that wonderfulness from her living room. Because it's expensive to travel. It costs a lot of money to go here, there, and everywhere. It costs a lot of money. And influencers do not get as many perks as you think they do. They don't get as many free hotel stays and free food and free air flights and free cars as you think they do. But they got this whole life, this whole influencer situation going on. And you're sitting there, I wish I was them. I should be them. Da 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 da, whoop de whoop. And when in reality, you are them. You're sitting on your phone or your computer on your laptop and you're watching somebody live somebody else's life. And this person is sitting on their computer, on their phone, or on their laptop, giving you somebody else's life. Yeah, it's been a. Hold on. Did I miss somebody? Okay. Yes. It's been a lot of them. Okay, think about. Okay, I want y'all to think about y'all favorite YouTube content creator, your favorite YouTuber. Be it. Well, B Love is really doing her thing, so we're gonna leave B Love out of it. But think about all these people because she just does her thing. She doesn't come on there and always flashing this and always showing that. She eats her food, she sells her stuff, she talks to her kids, she laughs, she has fun. That ain't what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody who is always showing you their new house, someone who is always showing you their new car, somebody that is always moving, somebody that always has to show you the amount of purses or things they bought from Louis Vuitton and this for this and this and this. When they're showing you all these things, think about them and think about how. Well, yeah. Am I back? Oh shoot! I'm sorry, y'all. Can you hear me now? All right, there you go. I'm back. I'm back. My bad. I'm not putting nobody. Here's the thing, y'all. I will never out somebody by name. So if that's what you're coming on here for, I'm never going to tell somebody's name because I'm not talking about them because I would be hypocritical and I'm sitting up here down on somebody about how they get down. I'm talking about the situations that happen. I'm talking about the the optics of things. I'm not talking about them specifically. I may be using them as an example, but I ain't never gonna give you nobody's name. Oh no! I'm just saying. No, I'm just. You made me think about it because a lot of people would do that. Because okay, see, I watch TikTok more than I watch YouTube. Just honest, just it is what it is. And on TikTok, they're constantly doxing. I thought I was through with that shit when I left. When I stopped looking at YouTube so much, but they do it more, if worse, if not more, on TikTok. I don't understand. I don't understand the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't understand the need to take this internet shit into reality. I don't understand the need. I don't. Here's the thing. I firmly believe that hit dogs holler. I firmly believe that if we're talking about people in general, because I'm talking about all the content creators that do that in general, not anybody specific. But if you start hearing people coming, if you start looking at my, because I'm not that big, so I don't think it would happen. But you look at my comments, you will see that hit dogs holler if somebody feels like I'm talking about them. When you're talking about somebody in general, when you're talking about fake, phony, lying in general, and then you got specific people that stop and comment and talk about that ain't me, this ain't me, I don't do that, then the hit dog is hollering. Because if you sit up there talking about gay people that, I don't know, trying to think of something. If you sit up there and talk about gay people that, whatever, if I'm not doing whatever, then I ain't gonna holler. Just because I'm gay don't mean I'm doing what other gay people do. You see what I'm saying? When they say all black people, if you're not the black person who does this, and this, then they're not talking about you. White, when they say all white people, if you're not the white person, people that are doing this, and this, they're not talking about you. So it doesn't warrant you saying anything. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Sandwich getting cold. Had to take a bite, y'all. So, hey, hey, y'all. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. Social media has made it so that we can all be connected with people that we may have never met before. The bomb squad is from all over the country. Excuse me, hell, all over the continent. At one point, we had people in other countries outside of, outside of the continent. So we all over the world. So before the internet and social media, I wouldn't have met most of y'all. Stop. So social media and the internet gives us the ability to see and get to know all people, all facets, all walks of life, all races, ethnicities, cultures, and traditions. And one is not better than the other. But when you're made to feel small by looking at somebody's video because they just bought their third car and you working on getting your first one, they just bought 7-room mansion and you still living in your 2-bedroom apartment. And not only that, they're not showing it. They're showing you to what you don't have. You see, there's a difference between showing somebody where you live and showing people what they don't have. There's a different way to do it. There's a different way you talk about it. There's a different way you show it off. It's one thing to show somebody what you just got for your birthday. It's another thing to make somebody feel like they can never get it for theirs. And those are the people I'm talking about. It's one thing showing off the car that you work for and making somebody feel like they'll never get it no matter how hard they work. And these are the people I have problems with. My wife is a gift giver. She is. It is what it is. And it's not just big things. It's not just grand gestures or jewelry and things like that. It's little things. It's flowers she picked up at the grocery store because she was walking by, saw them, and thought about me. It's a unicorn with two faces because she knows how I like unicorns. And I didn't even see the face. I got it on my birthday, and I didn't even notice the unicorn had two faces until last night. And it probably won about $5 or $6, but it is the cutest, sweetest thing to me. Yes, she's bought me jewelry, but it's my Build-A-Bear for my birthday when COVID started. It's the Dollar Tree balloons, not the Party Central balloon, Party Store balloon. But I stopped showing off stuff. I stopped putting stuff on Facebook. I stopped putting stuff out there because I didn't want to come off as the kind of person that was shoving shit down people's throats, trying to make people feel bad. And I didn't know how to go about doing it, how to go about celebrating what my wife was doing without inadvertently making people feel bad. See, that's the stuff you got to think about. Now, don't get it twisted. If she buy me something like that, I'm going to show y'all. But I'm going to show you like a kid in a candy store because I'm going to show you what it means to me. Not that your wife can't get it for you, not that your husband won't buy it for you, but I'm going to show you how it feels when she gave it to me. Y'all feel me? But I had watched videos inadvertently with my wife, truthfully, because she's the one that watches YouTube more than me. And I would sit up there and watch people show off their houses that they just say they bought. And they'll say stuff like it's a joke. They'll say stuff like, look at this, they'll say stuff like, you know, look at my kitchen. Y'all see that stove? Y'all know y'all want that. But y'all ain't got that in y'all house. I know I don't need all these bedrooms, but this the house I want to get. What's that? Right. You know, when they go on vacation and they showing off the hotel room that they're in or the resort that they're at or the things that they're doing, and they'll say it like it's a joke. Don't y'all wish I was here? Watch me get in and out of this. Watch me go in and out of there. Instead of saying, hey, y'all come with me. You know, come on, let me show y'all. Let me show y'all our car. I ain't never thought I'd have nothing like this. Come on, let's look at it. There's ways of doing things without making you feel some kind of way. There's ways of being on here and including people in their journey because that's what I thought this was about. That's really what I thought YouTube and blogging and showing people shit. That's what I really thought it was about. Not making people feel bad for what they got and what they don't have. But karma will get you because the very same people who were talking about y'all ain't got this, look at this, look at what I just bought. Those same people, you'll come to find out that they really hadn't bought that. They releasing that. Or they were renting that. Or what looks like this should have been worth $500,000, $600,000. They only paid 50 or 60 for it because it was raggedy. On the inside, place you can't see. You know what I'm saying? Making you feel some kind of way for your well paid for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath little house that sits there on the corner chilling. Making you feel bad about your situation. We all in the same situation, just a different address. Now let's get into something else. Let's get into all these big content creators that don't need nobody help, that pay for advice, that you gotta schedule a time so that you know we can. I charge for this and I charge for that and I charge for. Now I'm thinking now somebody gonna have to correct me because I'm wrong a lot because I don't pay attention because if you don't, I just don't. So when somebody says you're paying for what you paying for? Like with a content creator and they say my fees are this or my rates are that, what you paying for? They want to pay so they can promote your channel. Okay. But then the same people that I know. Right. Well, what are they gonna do for this money? Say your name on the channel? I mean, I don't understand. Can y'all help a sister out? YouTube can be nice and hurtful. Protect yourself. Yes, that's true, Asia. But to me, and again, these are only my thoughts and opinions. These are nobody else's, not even DC's. These are mine. To me, if I'm on, I want folks on around me. If somebody listening to me, oh, okay. If I can help, like, okay, I'm gonna use Leilani. If I can help Leilani's channel grow, because I always, because when I'm on my channel, I'm constantly promoting Leilani. Y'all go check out Leilani. She does this, this, and the third. I do that because I want her to grow like I grew. Am I doing it wrong because I'm not charging Leilani? If somebody asks me how to make a thumbnail or how to make an intro or outro because they like the way ours is, well, I would direct them to my wife because I don't know how to do none of that shit. However, if I did, I would be like, go here, do this. I mean, I have told people, go here, do that, move here, shit there, because me telling them how I did it doesn't take away from what I'm doing. And even if they blow up bigger than me for whatever reason, I'm proud of what I did to help them get there. So I mean, I guess because I'm used to selling a service, I'm a bartender. So I'm used to actually having to do something for somebody to get paid to do something. Does that make sense? If it's one thing, uh, if I'm making candles to sell, I'm not just gonna give you a candle because I'm making something to sell. I put some money into it, and I want to get my money back plus make a little money. So candles, t-shirts, whatever the hell I got on my merchandise, I'm selling that. So I should charge for that. But knowledge and experience and wisdom, shouldn't those like be freely given? Nobody wants to help anyone succeed. But I don't understand that because that's a good look for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Because the powers that be, the people that see, here's the thing. I would charge YouTube. I would charge TikTok. I would charge Instagram. I would charge Snapchat. I wouldn't charge the people on there because the people on there are the same as me trying to get it. It's the big companies that need to be charged. It's the big companies that need to pay because we're essentially working for them for damn near free. People come to YouTube because of YouTubers, not because YouTube is just there. People come to TikTok because of TikTokers, not just because the app is on their phone. If you didn't want to see anybody on TikTok, would nobody go to it just because it's an app? If you didn't want to watch videos on YouTube, then won't nobody go to it because it's just an app. So if you want to charge somebody, charge the big people who got big pockets. But what I look like charging you to tell you to answer a question? This again is just me. I don't understand it. And I've told y'all before, if I don't understand something, it's hard for me. It's hard for you to make me understand it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't understand it. Now, if your shit is the bomb and you can do all this and you are worth your money, then by all means. Again, I don't follow nobody getting their paper. That just ain't me. But I don't understand the people that ignore the people that help them. It's one thing to charge strangers that are coming up and it's never been reciprocal. It's never been I did for you, so you did for me. I get that. I get that people taking your time and your knowledge and acting like that's all you good for. I get that. But I don't get where I helped you, but when it comes time to help me, there are limitations and their terms and conditions attached to it. And that's a lot of social media stuff. You got the people like me helping the people like them. But then when it comes time for me to need a little advice or for me to ask a question, there are terms and conditions. I don't understand the terms and conditions social media. I don't understand that. Just like terms and conditions in a friendship. I'm friends with you because I love you, but you friends with me because of what I got and what I can give you. I don't do that. Terms and condition relationships. I'm with you because I love you, but you with me because you need somewhere to stay, because I give you money, and because I let you do what you want to do. Terms and conditions. I don't do that because that ain't cool. I give back what I've been given. And I don't understand why people don't do the same. I give back whatever, I match energy. Whatever you give me, that's what you're getting back. You come at me like you want something and you need something from me, and we're gonna do this as a person to person thing. Cool. You come at me like I owe you something, then I'm gonna come at you like you done lost your mind. And I don't understand, and that's where the karma comes in, to where, are you happy? Is this working out for you? Or are you looking at the situation and playing the victim in the situation? I've done so much for people, I don't understand why this is happening to me. But what have you really done? When somebody asks you a question, you blew them off. When somebody asks your opinion, you told them to email me. When somebody says, "Hey, I need help with this," well, I mean, if you look on my bio, I have a list of my fees. Huh? I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. All right, so let me see what folks are saying now. Yes, nobody wants to help anybody out. I don't understand that. I mean, and here's the thing. And have y'all ever noticed, that made me think of something else. Have y'all ever noticed that the very people who have fees and terms and conditions are the people who will come to you with a situation that they need help? And if you say something about terms and condition of fees, they act like you are the worst person in the world. they act like, well, all that I've done for you, you can't do this for me? Why are you treating me this way? Why are you acting like that? That's not a good friend. That's not a good this. That's not a good that. Have y'all ever noticed that? Fair runners! Hey, y'all. I know it's Sean. Uh, if anybody would like to get on, Sean, and tell any experiences you had like that, y'all can come on. That's the link somewhere on there. Y'all see the StreamYard link? Hit that if y'all want to get on the panel. See, I'm talking about things I watch, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because the reality is, Shonda. The reality is, my wife handles most of the interaction when it comes to content and things like that because she knows what's needed. I just hit the button and start talking. I don't delve too much in the back because I don't know too much about her. Oh, you stupid. Um, the background is the dogs playing. DC had to pick up Bentley because Bentley is the loudest of the two. And now he's on lockdown for a little while till he calms down. Puppy fight, yes. Excuse me, I took another bite of my sandwich. Um, but Karma's a bitch. And it doesn't have a face and it doesn't have a time and it doesn't have a time limit. You can do something today and karma can get your grandbaby. So be mindful of that, y'all. Think about stuff like that. What you put out, you're going to get back. And you may not get it back today, but you'll get it back. And it may have nothing to do with what you did, how you get it back. I want to see everybody put on. If you can get put on, I want to see you put on. I want to see everybody do better. That's what pisses me off when people work against their own self-interest. That's why when I get on here sometimes ranting and raving about women and kids and relationships and men, I get pissed off because I want everybody to be put on. I don't want people to be hurt and because it ain't necessary. Now, if I don't like you, I'm not, again, not kumbaya. If I don't like you, I don't think about you. I don't like you, I don't think about you. So you're not a part of this conversation. But for the people and for the general public and the people I care about, I want everybody to be on the bomb squad. I want everybody to get up and get to where you want to be and have what you want and do what you need. And I know that sounds like bullshit, but it's true because guess what? For every person that gets put on, every person that gets their degree, every person that gets the job they want, every person that gets the house they want, every person that gets the car they want, every person that sends their kid to the school they want to go to, everything I can look at and say, damn, if they can do it, I can do it too. That's great. That's amazing. Look at where they're going. it's like building it's like this amazing quilt, and with every stitch and every panel of the quilt, it tells another story, and each panel is unique, and each panel makes that one quilt amazing. So you getting what you want, you having what you want, you getting your desires met makes me feel as though I can meet mine as well. I cheer you on because I cheer me on. I don't plot nobody's downfall. Like I said, if I don't like you, I don't think about you. You don't factor into my equation. I don't wish you bad or good. I don't wish you anything. I just, I don't want to make you feel bad about my goodness. I want to make you feel good along with me. I want to carry you with me. If I'm doing it, if I'm showing it to you, I'm showing it to you because I want you to be happy as well. Because I want you to look at it and see, oh, if she can get it, I can get it, let go. And if you don't want it, you ain't got to try to get it. That's the fallacy that the world tells us, that everybody in the world is supposed to be this, and the third. Everybody in the world is supposed to be whatever they're supposed to be. I used to always hear people talk about how I used to always hear white collar workers, the money workers, people who are upper management, things like that, talk about blue collar, talk about you're just a cab driver, you're just a bartender, you're just a cashier. But don't we need those things? How is he just anything? What if he's the best bartender or the best cabbie or the best cashier? Don't we need these people to be what they are? Why do we always assume that to be happy and fulfilled, they have to be more than what they are? Why do we go into the assumption that everybody has the capability to do this, and the third, when the reality is not everybody can be a successful doctor? Not everybody can be a successful lawyer. You don't have the mentality or the this, the that, or whatever. And some things you just can't learn. Well, you can learn to be anything. That's not necessarily true. Just because you know how to just because you know how to do something doesn't mean you're good at it. It doesn't mean you love doing it. I have met doctors, I have met lawyers, I have met CEOs who stopped being doctors, lawyers, and CEOs to be servers and bartenders because they like working in the restaurant industry. I have seen people with multiple degrees hanging on their walls stop doing what their degrees are and start painting because that's what they love doing. And should we make these people feel bad? No. When you go into a store, you want to be taken care of by somebody who knows what they're doing and who ain't mad about doing it. And you know why people are mad about doing their jobs? Jobs like customer service positions and things like that is because of how people treat them. It's because of how businesses treat them like they're no man, low man on the totem pole, or have no value. Because customers coming in treat them like they had something to do with the prices or the bad day that they're having. That's why people don't want to be in those positions anymore. It's because you go to work and you want to do your job. I want to make the best cup of coffee. I want to make you the best sandwich. I want to get you out of this store as quickly as possible. I want to make you the best drink. But then you know that there are going to be people coming in there acting like you should be something else. Just because I'm a hypochondriac doesn't mean I'm a doctor. Right. You make somebody feel bad. Every day we see story after story of people going into people's work and getting mad with them because of a policy at the job or because some kind of what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm trying to use. Anyway, people have to deal with that. And it's not that people don't like doing what they're doing. It's just that they have been made to not like doing what they're doing. They've been made to feel like they should be so much more. And do you know what? Can you imagine the person that for whatever reason can't be so much more and they are great at what they're doing, but then you come in there and make them feel some kind of way because you think that because somebody told them, and back in the day, everybody should be a doctor, this, and the third, that they feel bad about who they are? Everybody can't be a doctor. Everybody can't be a lawyer. Everybody can't be a CEO. So when you come up to somebody who is genuinely happy at their job and is doing what you want them to do and is making you feel okay, make them feel okay too. That'll help your karma in the long run. See, I think that's what it all boils down to. Going out of your way to make people feel less than, to make you feel more than. And it don't work like that, y'all. That's not reality. That's perception. Nothing that you say or do can really affect me, literally affect me. Now, it may hurt my feelings. It may want me to cuss you out, but it won't change my day at all as far as reality. It won't pay my bills. It won't put food on my table. And it has nothing to do with how I live my life. So I wish we would just all come together and try to stop doing that. If you got it, that's good. If you want to show it off, that's good. But don't make people feel bad by doing so. Don't try to make people feel like they can't never get what you got. Don't do that. If somebody needs help, especially if you've been helped, help them. Because you never know when you might need help again. Don't think that you're not. Come on now. You have seen the mighty of us fall. So don't assume that you won't, just because you own now, that you won't need help later. And imagine if after everything you've done and everything you've achieved is gone in an instant and you trying to build back. Imagine if somebody tells you the same thing you told them. Well, if you check my bio, you'll see my rates. Imagine you having to make that next video about the next house, the smaller house, the house in a different neighborhood. Karma's a bitch. And because we online and because we play this shit out on TV, it's going to be televised. So this is my hour. This is my hey y'all. These are the thoughts that was going through my dome. I appreciate y'all coming through and hanging out with your girl and commenting and just listening to me rant. If you're listening to this in the replay, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. We should never look down on anybody unless we're giving them a hand up. That is very well said, Miss Tells the Truth. That is it in a nutshell. You never know when you're going to be down. So be careful how often you look down. I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank the Bomb Squad because ain't no better squad in the world than the Bomb Squad. I appreciate you guys coming through. You know, we got bingo later on tonight, so everybody come on through for the bingo for the one time, And we'll have another hey y'all. We'll think about something in them content, in them comments. Give me some thoughts. Give me something to think about. Let me marinate on it, and then I hit a hey y'all. Because that's what basically hey y'all is. Something hit my brain, I marinate on it for a second, and then I hate y'all. So I appreciate y'all. That's all I can say is I do. And if you got questions, hit them comments. Yes, you will see me tonight, Karen, or you will hear me tonight. I'm off in the corner. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We got bingo tonight, and I think, baby, you going to bingo tomorrow? Tomorrow night? So we may have another, video in the works. We'll see what's up. It's almost a weekend, y'all. Everybody get together, have a good time, have fun, live your life. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This your girl Lisa, and this was Hey Y'all. Bye, y'all.